Alright guys, and here on our news it says world's highest IQ holder says XRP Supercycle has started. Here's why. So the question is, what happens when the smartest person on earth tells you to pay attention to XRP? Imagine you are trying to solve a massive puzzle, and while everyone else is struggling to connect two pieces, a literal genius walks into the room, looks at the board for a single second, and tells you exactly how it ends. That is exactly what just happened in the crypto market. YoungHoon Kim, the official world record holder of the highest IQ in history, just went public on X and declared that the XRP supercycle has officially started. When someone with that kind of brain power makes a bold statement, you don't just scroll past it. You stop. You look at the data and you try to understand exactly what they are seeing. Right now, XRP is trading at $1.05 level. And while the regular crowd is arguing on social media, the underlying metrics are aligning in a way we haven't seen in years. So in this video, we are going to break down the absolute truth behind this genius supercycle theory, looking at the structural shifts in the network and why the smartest man alive might just be right about where this asset is heading. All right, let's start with our very first question about why does an IQ of 276 point toward a crypto super cycle. When YoungHoon Kim posted those three simple words, these are the XRP super cycle started, it sent shockwaves through the community. He didn't drop a 50-page essay or a complicated math formula. He just gave a definitive conclusion. But the timing of his post wasn't random at all. It happened exactly when three massive independent signals lined up perfectly on the ledger. Now, here's my opinion. I've learned that the smartest people don't get bogged down by the daily noise or the emotional panic of retail traders. They look at macro patterns and systems. So to me, when a mind trained to see elite level logic looks at XRP and calls it a supercycle, it means the network has crossed a threshold from a speculative asset to an inevitable structural utility. It's not about hoping for a pump. It's about recognizing a machine that has finally been turned on. Now, our next question is, what are the hidden signals happening at the $1.05 level? To understand the genius perspective, we have to look at what was happening on the charts when the announcement was made. While regular people were worried about minor price fluctuations, market analyst Ali charts highlighted a Tom DeMark sequential 9-buy setup. Right? This is a highly respected tool used to find the exact exhaustion point of a trend. Right alongside that is a Morningstar doji pattern formed directly inside the crucial 1.02 to 1.07 support zone. Now, here's my opinion. Patterns like a morning star doji as a major psychological support floor like $1 show a massive shift in market psychology. The sellers are completely running out of gas, and the buyers are step by step taking over the wheel. It's like a grandmaster chess player seeing a checkmate 5 moves ahead. The structure itself is telling us that the floor is locked in and the upward trajectory is the only logical path forward left on the board. So, is the XRP network processing more activity than ever before? A super cycle can't just be built on chart drawings. It needs real, raw energy flowing through the system. And the on-chain data right now is absolutely exploding. In the matter of days, the daily active addresses on the XRP ledger shot up from 23,000 on June 14 to nearly 39,500 active addresses. That is a massive surge in unique network participants using the ledger globally. Now, here's my opinion. This is the most critical piece of the puzzle for me. Price can be manipulated by whales or temporary hype, but unique wallet activity cannot be fake. When you see a near doubling of daily active addresses in such a short window, it means utility is scaling up in real time. It's like watching a quiet highway suddenly fill up with thousands of trucks. The economic activity is expanding, and when the network usage grows this fast, the value of the underlying asset almost always adjusts to match that new demand. Now, why is the crypto community completely divided on this genius call? As expected, not everyone is celebrating. The XRP community on X is split down the middle immediately. A user named RK right here responded by pointing out that similar big predictions have been made before, saying he hopes it's right this time. Another observer named Cazador right here was even more blunt, saying that many people have predicted a super cycle before and been completely wrong. Now, here's my opinion. I completely understand why people are skeptical, and honestly, a healthy dose of caution is good in this market. People have been burned by false alarms for years, but here is my take. The previous predictions were based entirely on hype, rumors, and social media hopium. This time, the announcement is backed by synchronized on-chain data, institutional frameworks, and verified network growth. The skepticism of the crowd is actually a classic sign that we are at the very beginning of a true cycle before the masses finally realize what is happening. Now, what is the definitive verdict on this XRP supercycle? When we step back and look at the entire picture, we have a unique convergence of factor. We have the technical indicators showing seller exhaustion, a solid support floor at 1.05, and a massive 39,500 spike in real human activity on the ledger, all validated by one of the most analytical minds on the planet. So, in conclusion, the data shows that this isn't just another random price fluctuation. We are looking at a structural evolution. Whether you believe in the genius prediction or not, the underlying on-chain metrics do not lie. The network is stronger, healthier, and more active than it has been in years. The pieces of the puzzle are completely locked together, and the super cycle isn't just a possibility anymore. It is actively unfolding right in front of us. So make sure to monitor those active address numbers closely this week. Keep your head clear of the noise and always look at the hard data. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one, or you might just as well check this next recommended video right here.